Hi, 143 fam. I'm Antonia. Thank you for being here. If you would like to win a free reading in the month of March, I'm going to be choosing two winners like I do every month. Leave me a comment below your video. Let me know that you have subscribed, and I will announce winners at the very end of the month. Make sure that you pay attention to my comment back to you. That's how I'm going to announce winners at the end of March. I am also available in March for readings, healing sessions, and custom candles. I will have availability after March 5th. So if that's something that you would like to book with me, check out my website, urbansoulguru.com. I'll have that link in the description box below. Now let's jump in to your March 2019 horoscopes. Hi, Cancer. I'm going to start with your general overview for March 2019. Then we'll jump into love. I'll have timestamps down below for you guys. Cancer. General overview, March 2019. Cancer, I'm feeling a disconnect from your element of water. You're going to need to reconnect during the month of March, and this is a beautiful time to do it. Almost every sign that I've done videos for so far has had a message of some sort of a detox, different kinds of ways of detoxing. For you guys, it's water. So sea salt baths, spend time by the water, drink more water. But what I'm getting very specifically is to play either in the water or by the water. Whatever that means for you, that's coming through very strongly for the majority of Cancer. So trying to reconnect to your element. It's going to inspire creativity, love for life. It's going to help you heal. So if you have had any physical issues going on, being by the water, drinking more water, it's going to help you drastically. Okay, let's jump into this. Cancer, overview. What have you been working on, Cancer? This is a pat on the back from the universe. Steady progress, okay? Stay very optimistic about new jobs. I'm feeling some of you are interviewing for a new job, and you may have gone on quite a number of interviews so far, or I'm actually picking up that it may be the same company, the same opportunity, but there's different phases of interviewing. And you've come quite a long way. They're really considering you if that's the case. Have confidence sitting at the center of your reading, following the steady progress. I mean, Cancer, whatever you are working on has really great energy around it. You are qualified. Now, for those of you where the message applies in terms of interviewing for a job, there's different phases. What I'm feeling for those of you that are connecting to that message is that you're more aware of the competition now. Okay, because the numbers are getting smaller and you're seeing and hearing about other people's qualifications. The message here is that you are qualified, you are deserving. So even if you'll be taking on more responsibility or you're stepping out of your comfort zone to take on a new position or a new commitment now at work, it could be a brand new job. It could also be within the company you already work for. But I really am feeling something having to do with a new job here, new responsibilities at work. You're qualified. You can handle it. If you have some anxiety, deep breaths, ground yourself. You've got this. Universe has confidence in you and trust in that, even in the moments where your confidence kind of, goes up and down a little bit. You're good. And I really think for many of you, you're going to get this job. I'm also seeing inspiration to start something new. You may have already started this something new. If that's the case, again, it may be that same sort of scenario of taking on new responsibilities, a new business. That can be intimidating to launch, but you're doing a phenomenal job. And look, you see, I'm seeing, okay, love for sure. This isn't your love reading, and I do see some of the progress you're making and some of the changes you're making have to do with love. But I'm also seeing that there's a lot of love for what you do. And that may be why you are trying to change up some things in your life, especially in regards to new businesses. But you're really loving what you do. You're seeing love in your actions and your thoughts toward other people. And because you have the capacity to do that, and because you come from that place of really enjoying what you do, it's not just about a paycheck anymore. You're starting to manifest at a higher level. That will spill over into love for sure. But that's why you're getting so close now to this very coveted position, or whatever that means for you. However that comes through in your life. It may not be one specific position. It could be the new business. It could be you're trying to launch something online, whatever that is, a new product. But there is love in this. There's love for what you do. Resonating at that level, loving what you do, always manifests something bigger and better than if you're just chasing money or you're just doing something for a paycheck, okay? Steady progress is being clarified by law of attraction. Again, the biggest message that comes through with this is that you are manifesting at a high level. You're manifesting success, and success is now lined up for you because of this love, this genuine interest, this genuine connection to what you do for work. And if you're not loving what you do for work, that may inspire some changes coming up, and you may be a little bit unsure as to whether you can see them all the way through. Baby steps. If you're starting something new this month, I feel like it's okay. During retrograde, it's fine. Just don't rush it, okay? So if you're starting the new business and you haven't gone into the month having the majority of the work done and other commitments in place, just take your time sorting through things this month. This is a good month to brainstorm. Again, this is a really good month for you guys to reconnect to water, in that playful energy around water. You may be traveling, you may have kids. I'm feeling water parks for some of you. For others, it's the ocean. Wow. Okay, look at this coming through. Sitting at the center of your reading. Have confidence is clarified by a new partner. I'm seeing a new business partner, but I'm really feeling it's a new opportunity. It's this new job. It's a fated new opportunity for you. So if this is, again, if you're one of those people interviewing and there's a lot of competition, there's something fated there for you. Even if the job that you interview for isn't what you get, okay? Don't be disappointed early in the month. There's something better that comes through because of it. There's somebody you meet while you're interviewing. It could be the same people interviewing you in the same company. Another opportunity comes up in a few weeks and like, we have the perfect person. We've already interviewed this person extensively, being you. And then you get this phone call out of the blue like, hey, so are you still open to a new position? We have this other opportunity. This might be what you love even more, okay? If something doesn't work out, it is a blessing in disguise. I'm feeling for a few of you, if love doesn't work out and a relationship doesn't work out, that's also a blessing in disguise. But what I'm really feeling for the majority, it has to do with work. If an investor falls through, again, the job that you're investing a lot of time to interview for, you're really connected to it, you really want to see this through. If for some reason something happens and you don't get the outcome that you were originally hoping for, something better shows up for you. Just don't rush anything. Don't rush into anything. But I was getting relationships for Aries too. There's something fated around people you're meeting at this time, okay? But I feel like people you have met recently, okay? I don't necessarily think that they're all going to be new people that you're meeting in March, but there's a new partner, maybe somebody you've met January or February or toward the end of last year. They come through and they open a door for you somehow, okay? Crowning your reading, entrepreneur. For those of you launching a business, this is like really solid. If something doesn't work out early in the month or at some point this month, I'm feeling like if something doesn't work out, it could happen early on. It's only because there's something better, and it will show up very quickly. I'm feeling like it'll show up before the end of the month for you, and you're going to be happy that what you had your heart set on, the location, the particular job opportunity. It could also be a potential business partner kind of backing out, all for your highest good. All for your highest good. You're being looked over. These really are blessings in disguise, but these blessings may not be so disguised that, it's not the typical blessing in disguise. I think you'll kind of know deep down, okay, that person dropped out. I kind of had a feeling maybe that I shouldn't have been working with them. I kind of had this gut feeling like something could have been off. So I don't really think it's so much a blessing in disguise. It's just a blessing for you that you'll come to terms with quickly within a few weeks of that happening when something much bigger and better shows up for you. What I will say is notice the signs if something feels a little off, trust it, but also you're being guided. There is fate here. So if there are signs showing up pointing you toward a particular location or person, you got to trust that. Universe is speaking to you. I'm also seeing this. This goes hand in hand with your steady progress. You are doing a phenomenal job. Make sure you're giving yourself enough credit though too. I'm feeling a little bit yeah, I'm definitely feeling a little disconnect with giving yourself credit where credit is due. So make sure this month while you regroup, you're taking really good care of yourself, and you're showing gratitude for all of the success that's already come through, the progress that you've already made, but like really acknowledge that in the same way you would acknowledge somebody else's progress. Because I feel like Cancer, I feel like you can so easily look at somebody else and congratulate them and be proud of them for doing like half the amount of work that you're capable of. So make sure you acknowledge what you've done thus far. If there's a little bit of a slowdown this month, it's all good, okay? Write it out peacefully, because April, I'm seeing other opportunities, but I don't think you have to wait for this one. I don't see this as a partner or an opportunity that you have to wait until April or the months ahead for. I really see this in March. Something shows up in March. It's a breakthrough. It's a relationship. It's something happens for you that's really big. And it may be even bigger than you're prepared to take on, but you can, okay? If it shows up, you can handle it. Just maybe don't rush into commitments too quickly. If you can wait until after Mercury retrograde, that's probably a little better for you if it's something brand new that shows up in March. But I still see being very blessed. Cancer, let's jump into love. So we have the Cupid card that shows up. Have some of you had a separation from somebody you love? If that's the case, then I feel like this is a separation that has already occurred. You have a higher level soulmate coming through. They may show up with some karmic lessons in March for you, whether it's somebody new that comes in, or you're in the beginning phase of a relationship with somebody. There's some karmic stuff coming up in March. It's okay. You may also have to address some old karmas with exes. That's okay. I see more success moving forward with somebody new. If you are newly single, then going backwards to anybody. Well, let's take a look. Cancer in love. Cancer in love. March 2019. Cancer. You let go of somebody, and this is what comes in for you. It's blessed love, okay? For many of you, you are already with this person. Go play by the water with them. Go play by the water with the one that you love. Ooh, remember I said play by the water with your children? Center of your reading. Your kids definitely impact your love life a little more than usual even in the month of March, but I feel like it's beautiful. If you have a new partner and you are open and you're ready to introduce them with your children, maybe that's where I was getting the water park. I'm just seeing you're playing and you're having fun near or in the water with kids, or somebody who can be playful like a child with you. It's a really beautiful dynamic. I see that going really well though, for those of you making those kinds of introductions, if that's something you're open to very soon. Well, first of all, very soon for those of you who are introducing a new partner to your kids. It'll be a beautiful experience for you guys. But I'm feeling like for those of you, if you're single, you have somebody showing up who one is this awesome high-level soulmate for you, but somebody that you'll entertain having children with, or you guys will have a bigger family unit now because you already have children of your own, or they have children of their own, but you come together as a family unit. It's like a really beautiful family energy, especially for those of you who really desire that family dynamic. It's definitely here for you. This is showing up in March. This person is showing up in March for you if you're single. Okay, for those of you who are going through a little bit of a challenging time with a partner, this could be the one as being clarified, but give your relationship a chance. For committed Cancers, You're with a beautiful partner. They make you feel safe. There's a lot of love. The way you're going to give your relationship a chance is to let go of all that's kind of been weighing you down, those serious conversations. It doesn't mean that you avoid them permanently, but you prioritize having fun again. Make sure you're having fun. Something by the water, whether you have kids or not. Something by the water is so important. Reconnecting to water. Your partner may also be a water sign or have water in their chart. And they're going to need this as much as you in the month of March. But it renews something. If you can flirt, if you can have fun, if you can be playful with a partner, especially for those of you who are in committed relationships and you're having a little bit of a hard time, it heals things for you. Like, it has the power to heal everything for you, just to get that fun back and that relationship, that friendship back at the core of your love, okay? It's also going to heighten passion and that physical chemistry that you guys have, reigniting that flame. So don't dismiss the water message here this month. That's a big one. Children is being clarified by pay attention to the red flags. What I will say is this: for those of you meeting new partners or you're in a commitment, neither of you have children, but somebody is kind of rushing into having kids, because I am seeing this sort of rushed, kind of abrupt energy showing up, which could be very blessed, but could also be very stressful. Don't rush into that commitment. I'm not seeing red flags as though anybody's really doing anything incredibly wrong, but I feel like somebody's being rushed, and I don't think that you're rushing anybody, Cancer. I think someone may rush you into a situation that maybe you're feeling, a little more confident about in March, that by April you might be like, kind of wish I didn't rush into that, especially such a big commitment with children. This could also be, for those of you that have children, if you're dating somebody who really wants to meet your kids because they care about you, but they're pushing it, that in and of itself is also a red flag. Your kids are your number one. You're going to protect them, and whoever you're with is just going to have to be on your schedule of whenever you and your kids feel comfortable enough to do that. So don't let anybody rush you into anything, especially concerning your children. For a small percentage of you, and I feel like this is going to apply more to my male viewers, but this could apply male or female. Somebody, and this is like a small percentage, okay? This isn't like collective across the board, but I am feeling like someone may be showing up and they're like a little bit desperate to have kids. And so they're not exercising the same boundaries as maybe they would have in years past. It's like this desperate energy, and they're trying to get you to move forward with something, and you don't know each other well enough, or maybe somebody's a little older and they're like, well, we only have this window of time. And I would be very careful making those kinds of decisions this month. It's not that you can't move forward with that person. It doesn't mean that you can't make the decision to have children or introduce, partners to children. But anybody who's rushing you, I would really take a step back and assess the situation. They may be showing some controlling kind of energy, and you're going to regret having further commitments now involving children if that's the case. So let people show you their true colors. Enjoy your time with new partners this month, but wait until April if this shows up and it's new this month. Now, if you've already, because I am feeling for some of you, you've been thinking of introducing your children to a partner, and that's been a conversation for a while. You are comfortable. No one's rushing anybody. Go ahead. You're fine. It's super, super blessed. Again, that playful energy around water is so blessed. But the newness that shows up, the new offers, the new ideas that are coming through, just give yourself a few weeks, okay? You want to make sure, especially when kids are involved, you have the full picture, because there may be somebody that you're with, especially for a few of you, that by the time you get into April, you're kind of controlling and you weren't respecting my boundaries around this. And I felt very pressured, and now I'm just very turned off. But I feel like, again, that's like more of a smaller percentage of you. I feel like for some of you, if that rushed energy, whether it's coming from you or the partner, it can be toned down. It's not the red flag, like immediately get out, abort this whole relationship, but it's just to take your time, okay? Very soon is being clarified. by religious factors, spiritual factors. It's soulmate. Very soon you're calling in somebody who's resonating at the same high level energy that you are. They're connecting with you there, and you're manifesting this for yourself. There is a spiritual component, but it's the water. You reconnect to water, you manifest at a higher level and more quickly. But I have this very this energy that shows up here, regardless of how this shows up for you, Cancer, in the month of March. Something just feels very abrupt and sudden. For some of you, that's a huge blessing. This love just appears and you love it and everything's amazing and now you guys are set. But some of this rushed energy can be toned down a little bit. I highly recommend that during the month of March because we have the retrograde. For those of you who are married or who are in committed relationships and you have history together, also don't be afraid to tell your partner that you still need more time in terms of starting a family. I feel like that's going to be an issue for some of you, and it may be causing a little bit of a disconnect. That may be what you have to work on this month. Communicate with them very clearly, especially because Mercury's in retrograde and there could be some miscommunications. You may say, you know, I can't do that right now. And your partner may be hearing that as, I never want to do that with you. And that's not at all what you're saying. So be very clear. If there have already been miscommunications, clear that up this month. Children are like dominant, okay? But I'm telling you this person, this is a very significant human being in your life. There is a deep soul connection here. It's a high-level soul connection. Don't dismiss that, okay? But do pay attention to red flags. Yes, beautiful energy. Okay, crowning, you're reading here. It's safe for you to love. Okay, Cancer, so you really are good. I think some of the rushed, bottom of the deck, we have heart-to-heart conversations. Some of the rushed energy that might be a little off-putting right now, and again, showing up with the pay attention to red flags, it's not that this person shouldn't be in your life. It just has to do with communicating clearly so everybody's on the same page, but that it is safe to love. It is safe to be vulnerable. It is safe to have this conversation around family and children. Your children are safe in this love that you've now welcomed into your life and into your family dynamic, okay? It's actually incredibly beautiful. Just don't let anybody rush you. I think that's just the main message that's coming through. And work at these relationships if you're having a hard time. I do see somebody getting really concerned, thinking, okay, well, I want a family. There's age, to consider, or health issues to consider here. I want to make sure that we can have children or that I can have children at some point. And the thing is, it's absolutely valid for your partner to be thinking those things and to communicate with you, but it still doesn't mean that you should rush into anything and vice versa. You may be feeling that and your partner may be saying, I'm not ready right now. But also too, if you're the one who wants to start the family and it's been years and your partner keeps putting it off, consider if it's going to be a deal breaker, say by the end of the year or whatever time frame feels fair for you. Well, can we commit by this time? And I feel like in a generous fashion, but if this is a deal breaker for you, you may have some difficult decisions to make as to whether or not to stay with somebody. They may really not want children. So, but I think again, that's for like a super small percentage of Cancer. The majority of you, this is actually beautiful love. As long as you get back to that water and that playful energy, you involve your children, you've got this person. If you're single, they're coming in soon. If you're committed, I think for the majority of you, you've already got the one you've been looking for. They're beautiful. It's blessed. Enjoy your time together, but go have fun. Go splash around in the water somewhere. Even if you're just two adults at a water park, who cares? Go enjoy your day. Go spend some time by the ocean. If you can travel, do it. But there's healing here for you, but there's also clarity. So if you feel like there's a piece of the puzzle, especially in terms of relationships, there's something that's missing, you don't have full clarity, being by the water is going to give it to you. Cancer, thank you so much for connecting with me here. If you would like an individual reading, I am available for that after March 5th. Reach out to me. Individual readings, healing work. I'm a shaman. I'm a Reiki master teacher. Custom candles. I'm available for all of that this month. I would love to connect with you. Check out my website, urbansoulguru.com. The link is below in the description box if you'd like to set that up with me. Otherwise, I will be back March 15th with your mid-month love reading, and we'll get a little bit more clarity too heading into the second half of the month. But I hope this is a good overview. You've gotten enough. Make sure, especially in terms of love, make sure you're watching your Venus sign too, in addition to your sun, moon, and rising, okay? To get enough clarity, especially with some of these more challenging situations, because keep in mind these are general readings, okay? But I love you, Cancer. Thank you for being here. I'm sending you so much love, light, and gratitude. I'll see you back here soon.